Homeward Vets is an organization that helps veterans who were previously homeless by furnishing their apartments and providing some of the basic things that we often take for granted, items like microwaves, a couch, or even cleaning supplies. Carolee McGrath sat down with David Felty, a U.S. Navy veteran and founder of Homeward Vets, to learn more.
So I'm the president and co-founder of Homeward Vets. Me and my wife founded this organization in 2012 officially. We had kind of been doing some stuff behind the scenes from 2010 on up to that point, and we had found a need in the community from a program that was called the HUD-VASH program, which was a housing and urban development veteran affairs supportive housing program initiative to help end veteran homelessness. And in doing that, it was they adopted a housing first mission in Massachusetts. So they would find the veteran in need, house them, and then wrap services around them. And those services were mental health and drug and alcohol, things like that, but none of it really pertained to furniture. So they were given the keys to an empty apartment and then said, okay, here, we'll provide services to you, but not furnish the housing. So when we recognized that need, that's when we kind of started going around and thumbing through rummage sales and things like this, and we would take pieces that were on the side of the road that were in great condition and take them to the veterans that we knew that were in need. And it kind of just blossomed from there. At some point, somebody kind of shook me and said, really, this should be an organization. We should get this thing going. At the time, Senator Over was in office, and we had sent some information to him regarding what we do, and they expedited a 501c3 for us, and the rest is history. So March 7th was officially our 6th year as an organization. We've had I kind of anticipated or expected if I helped one or two people a month, that would be a success story for me. And the first year we did 84 veterans that we moved into housing, and we have not been under 100 since then. So we have hit 550 veterans right here in Western Massachusetts.
And there's many more out there in need.
Many more.
Do you think people would be surprised at the need in this area?
I think it was an eye-opening experience for me, and I think the general public would be astonished to know how many veterans are out here surviving, but not to the best of their life capacity. We can provide them a better, living environment, and a lot of these guys and gals they're just not they're stepping forward now because they know that the things are in place, but the general public just doesn't see that.
And you're a veteran. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I have to say that, of course. And you came back from the Gulf War.
Yes.
Did you have a different experience, with support?
Yeah, I did. We saw a generational gap between the Vietnam veteran era coming back and the turmoils that they went through, and still to this day are fighting. But thanks to them, our generation, when we came back from the Gulf War, more supportive services were available for us. I had a good family support system behind me, so it didn't affect me as much housing-wise or the possibility of being homeless. So, but their options were definitely there. And today's military, when they're getting out, now we're really wrapping services around them. For me, it was an 8-hour. Thank you for your service. It's great. Sign the papers and you're out of here, kind of thing. And you step into the real world again, out of that structure of the military, and it really throws you for a loop for a while. Some of these people, some men and women can handle it very easily, and some can't. But there's a lot of mental health and undiagnosed mental health issues that are now being more aware of for these men and women coming back.
And it's crushing to see homeless veterans, and you think of these men and women and what they've done for us and how much they've sacrificed for our freedom, and to see them in that position. So you must have a lot of people who are, who want to help, who are excited to help, but really to turn that situation around for that vet.
Yes, it's extremely rewarding, and I can say that nobody in the organization is a paid employee. We do this completely on our volunteer time. and I get more energy from the 30 hours I can put into that a week than I do for the other, the hours for that I do with my regular job. And I work for the Department of Veterans Services as a contracted employee, and I'm working in a court system with the Veteran Holyoke Treatment Court. So I'm getting to see the veterans, A, that are homeless, and B, that are facing some judicial issues. And so it's been very rewarding to be a part of that, but it has helped me also expand our branches of outreach and getting more and more people involved. And when people do come out to the warehouse to help us, volunteer, whether they're dropping things off or helping us clean the items prior to delivery, then, when they see the veterans' faces there, it brings them back, and it's very easy to get, intertwined and helping and wanting to help, and it's reaching those people now that say, you want to help, here's how we can help.
And some of the veterans might be very proud too. I mean, how are they about receiving that help? They are. Okay.
Yeah, there is not, I will admit that there's not been one delivery that I haven't cried on. And it's just because of the fact that deep down inside some of these men and women have been homeless for 5 or 10 years. The only structure that they have known is either couch surfing or shelter, and then to have a place of their own and us to furnish it with, and we don't take in junk. People do not donate junk to us. They donate very nice pieces of, furniture and stuff. And we're not real picky. We were in the very beginning taking anything, but then as we got back to that, we kind of reeled it in a little bit. But to see the look on their faces is just so rewarding. It really is. And
is there a particular need for certain types of furniture? I know couches. I mean,
we take in the big furniture. We haven't run into an issue where I've had a shortage on couches or chairs. It's the simple small appliances. It's the microwaves and toasters and toaster ovens and things like that. End tables, coffee tables, those types of nightstands, things like that. Are always in need. We can always go through those. And the one thing that we haven't been able to do, and we're really, really hopeful to do in the future, is to get beds. I hate delivering everything except for a bed. And that's the one thing that we can't take a used bed in, obviously.
You need, right.
Yeah, for thousands of reasons. But yeah, so having a nice new bed to deliver would be probably the pinnacle of our existence if we could just get to that point. So we've got someone working on kind of talking to Yankee Mattress. We've got thumbs in there for Sleepies, and we're trying to see where we can get to get a grant, get some money, and get some of these beds. The VA does give their VASH clients a bed, but it's the non-VA eligible guys and gals that we're helping that don't. And so, they're thankful that they can sleep on a couch, but I'd much rather them be in a queen-size bed.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your service, and thank you for all you're doing for our veterans. We really appreciate having you come in today.